first psychotherapy session when I was dealing with grief after my dad passed away. I also saw my family doctor because of physical pains. I believe many of you may relate to such life crisis events and understand my search for help. That is why, in addition to the visit to the psychologist and to the family doctor, I also saw an alternative medicine therapist. What occurred to me after seeing those three specialists was that communication was a crucial component in my process of healing. As a linguist, I looked into studies and found out that there was no research on talk in alternative medicine. I decided that my thesis will investigate how this talk affects the process of healing. Understanding how doctor and patients communicate effectively has been an increasingly important topic in healthcare. Doctor-patient encounters can be positioned in two separate domains: mainstream medicine and psychotherapy. Linguistic investigation in mainstream medicine is mainly related to the physical problem of the patient and sees the visit as a form of medical interview, where the construction of meaning is situated in a power relationship. Psychotherapy, on the other hand, analyzes human behavior. The language there is perceived as a collaborative and achieves meaning only through interaction of segments. My claim is that alternative medicine presents a third field that occupies a space between these two. It's focused on mind-body integration, in which the psychological state of the patient is a significant contributor to the illness. From a linguistic perspective, I think that language in alternative medicine borrows linguistic characteristics both from mainstream medicine, medical visits, and from psychotherapy sessions. My dissertation, therefore, investigates specific linguistic aspects using real data from alternative medicine sessions. As a linguist, I'm interested in interactional social linguistics. That is to say, I look at how participants in real-life conversation interact. These interactions build collaborative meaning. In my analysis, I try to find and describe pieces where doctor and patient express rapport in a collaborative fashion, something very essential for psychotherapy. At the same time, however, I look at the type of questions which are the backbone of the medical visit, as well as who takes the floor more often, the doctor or the patient. My research will provide insights into the communication between doctor and patient, and also what impact this communication has on the process of healing. Thank you.
Your experiments are going to be using pretty much like real family doctors and trying to get them to speak a bit more with their patients about other problems rather than physically related problems. Is that what you're aiming?
My data is real data from alternative medicine sessions.
Okay, so either naturopathic doctors and people like this, or really doctors?
Good example,
okay,
yes.
It's a good example. Okay, so I guess my question is, how are you going to be able to compare apples with apples if you use different professionals, different health professionals?
What do you mean by different health professionals?
I mean, if you compare mainstream medicine for, let's say, a doctor giving a diagnosis and telling you whatever to take an antibiotic, versus having a naturopathic doctor taking other paths like naturopathy and giving more advice on how to eat, how are you going to be able to assess how effective it is to use speech and dialogue in treatment?
Good question. So for now, this research is exploratory. So I'm looking at specific linguistic aspects which are used in mainstream medicine and in psychotherapy, and I compare how they are used in alternative medicine context.
Okay. So you're really trying to isolate what's used in both.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, why aren't you looking at this in real medicine as an alternative medicine?
Well, there is a lot of research there, like alternative medicine, and I think it's a real nice combination between the two, what's happening there. That's why I was interested in this, because on mainstream medicine there is a lot of research on this. I mean, we pretty much know how the visit goes and the talk being performed there. Also, we know about psychotherapy, but we haven't looked enough in alternative medicine.
So you're just trying to bring, more of the elements of mainstream medicine into alternative medicine?
I'm not trying to bring, I'm trying to discover if they are brought.